I'm live again. I just have to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. What's up, guys? Sportscaster 48 here. Hello? What's up, guys? Sportscaster 48 here. I'm live again. I just got interrupted. I'm sorry about that. Pretty annoying because I'm trying to do this and everything keeps getting interrupted. I can't continue to do it here. Alright. So this is going to be usual. We're going to go into baseball because it's pretty much everything that's exciting right now. But, I mean, I know there's a lot of, I know the Stanley Cup is going on, but we'll talk about that when it gets down to that. But the Predators, I think it was the Predators, or something like that, where, well, you know what, let's get into that first, because I think, if I'm not wrong, sorry, this is really annoying. Yeah, Senators Penguins, I think what happened there. Let's see. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. Alright, tonight is Game 6 of the Penguins and the Senators. Game 6 tonight. Penguins Senators, it's Game 6. The Penguins lead the series 3-2, and it starts at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Western Time, I think Pacific Pacific is 5 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Pacific. Malkin's doing pretty good for the Penguins right now. He's 23 points. He's got some good offense right now for them. And we're just going to take a look at what happened there. Yes, the Predators did win yesterday, so let's get into that. Predators are going to the Stanley Cup Finals, and we know that's going to happen right now. It's down to the last 3 right now because there's a Game 6 tonight for the Penguins and the Senators, and then I think Thursday there's Game 7. So, well, if need be, there's Game 7. If need, there's a Game 7 on Thursday. So, if there's needed to be a Game 7, there will be a Game 7. So, we'll see what will happen tonight. And then we'll see if there's actually going to need to be a Game 7. But I highly doubt that there will be, because knowing that Pittsburgh leads 3-2 in the series, it's probably going to end their way. And the finals, I don't know what is wrong with this thing, but either way, one of those teams is going to the Stanley Cup Finals. It could happen tonight. It could happen on Thursday. We don't know. It could happen either one of those days. We know it might happen. It's definitely going to happen. We're going to see either the Senators and the Penguins take on the Predators in the Stanley Cup Finals. We're going to know at least by either today or Thursday, we'll know. So we'll definitely get into that. That's definitely a very important game tonight. Tonight is a very important game for both teams. I mean, it's important for Ottawa to just keep the series going, and it's also important for Pittsburgh. They got to win it all. I mean, it's hard for them because they're on the road. They're in Ottawa right now, so they're gonna play the Senators. They're in Ottawa, Canada, and now they got to play them. So it's probably gonna be hard for them to win on the road. But we know the Predators are in it, and we know one of these teams, either the Penguins or the Senators, will be going to the Stanley Cup Finals. And it's here, guys. It's finally here. The end of the hockey season, the end of the hockey playoffs, and the end of everything hockey right now. Besides free agency, we'll see about that. But Western Conference champions are now the Nashville Predators, and they have, congratulations to them. I mean, they kind of deserved it, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but I don't know. We'll see. But that was that. And I think the NBA playoffs is also rolling right now. Cavaliers and Celtics. That's also rolling. So that game was game 3, I think. Was it game 3 yesterday or no? I feel like there was a game 3. Yeah, game 3. Oh no, it was game 4 yesterday. And also, the Golden State Warriors have won it all, and they're going to the NBA Finals. So, 2 champions last night. We got hockey. We got the Nashville Predators winning it all in the Western. Well, is it Western? Yeah, Western. And then the Warriors winning it all in their Western Conference. So, got basketball and hockey. Both teams won, and they're both will be meeting one of these teams in the finals tonight. And not tonight, but it's game 4. Celtics and Cavaliers tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. But there'll be a game 6, game 7 if needed. There'll just be games if they're needed, though. We don't know if they'll be needed, but these playoffs, which I thought, I don't know if I might sound stupid by saying this, but I thought that the NBA playoffs pretty much ended in the end of April, but I guess I'm wrong because these NBA playoffs and NHL playoffs have been going non-stop. It's into May now, into almost the end of May. We're almost end of May, guys. It's just the playoffs are just continuing. It's not stopping. Even though that series for Golden State, that was quick. I mean, they stomped all over them. They beat them 4-0. I mean, they just swept them there. It was just a stomp down. It wasn't really a good game, I guess, for the Spurs, who lost against the Warriors. But the finals, even though I mean, we don't know. I don't know when the finals are going to start, even if, like the NBA finals, but We know that the Western Conference Finals ended yesterday. And there'll be a game tonight. It'll be Cleveland taking on Boston tonight. It'll be in Cleveland, actually. So, and also Game 5 will be on Thursday, and that will definitely take place because there needs to be a Game 5. But Game 6 will take place on Saturday if it's needed. We don't know. We don't know if it might be needed. And also, Game 7, if it's needed, will be taking place on Monday next week if it's needed. We don't know. We don't know if they're actually going to be needed, but just in case, schedule the games anyway. But I think it's been great for LeBron James. Another great year. I mean, it's just every year with him, he's had his years. Everything has been going well for him. And it seems like the Warriors, again, they're going to have a good year. It's going to be the same finals. I feel like it might happen the same way. It's going to be the Warriors. It's going to be the Cavaliers. We're going to see the finals. It's going to be the same as last year. And it's going to be the same thing. We're going to see the same two teams take each other on. And it's going to be a good series. It's probably going to go 7 games. It's probably going to be a good series. I'm sure Steph Curry will be out there destroying everybody. And I'm sure LeBron James will be out there. And he'll be destroying everybody. Getting right through the defense. There'll be a lot of high scoring. It'll just be very entertaining to watch. And me personally, I don't watch the NBA. I don't watch the NBA playoffs until probably the finals, unless the Knicks are in it, because I'm a Knicks fan. But just in case, I never watch the NBA playoffs unless my team is in it. Unless my team is in it, I will watch the NBA playoffs. But I feel like NBA has gotten a lot boring lately. It's just been getting right through the defense and scoring. There's no more just good defenses. Nobody has good defense anymore in the NBA. And you could argue, but it's over. It's over. It's over, guys. Nobody. We know it's over. We know the Cavaliers are going all the way. Not all the way, but we can't guarantee the Cavaliers are going to win it all. But we know that the Cavaliers are going to beat the Celtics. Isaiah Thomas, he gets hurt. There's no way that it's going to be, there's no way it's going to be the Celtics winning it all. It would shock me. It would shock me if they won. It would seriously shock me. I'd be very shocked. And very proud of them. Even though I'm a Knicks fan, I can't stand them. But I'd probably be a little happy for them because I can't stand the Cavaliers. And that one reason why I can't stand them is your man LeBron James, who I respect. I respect LeBron James. It's not that I don't respect him. I respect the guy. He plays the game. He's not cheating. He doesn't take steroids. He's a good player. But I'm not a front runner. And that's why I don't like a lot of people that root for LeBron James. And they just are always a fan of LeBron James. And I don't like, front runners. I genuinely don't like them. And I never liked front runners. Never. But what I'm trying to say is, LeBron James, we know he's going to go there. He's going to go to the finals. He's going to beat the Celtics. Isaiah Thomas goes out. And it's pretty much the finals of the Warriors and the Cavaliers, just like it was last year. But it's just a repetitive motion of the playoffs. In the playoffs, it's been just repetitive. Just get right through the defense. Score. The other teams just back and forth. Nobody can defend themselves anymore. No one. No one in the NBA has been able to defend themselves. It's just been terrible. And it's going to be like that in the finals. It's going to be exactly like that. Both teams are going to be scoring on each other. Nobody's going to be able to defend, and it's just going to be a high-scoring game. It might even reach 200 points, maybe 300 for each team. I'm not even kidding. And there's been games where it's been like that, but games, it's very hard to reach 200 points, but it might happen. It might happen. It might happen 300 points. I could see it. These two teams can score. You got LeBron James, you got Steph Curry. They both can score. And it's not only Steph Curry on the Warriors. You have Klay Thompson. And you also have, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. Draymond? I think it's Draymond, yeah. He's another one. He could score. And Kevin Durant. Let's not forget about that. Kevin Durant. In the offseason, what did they do? They got Kevin Durant, like I expected them to do. It was already known the Warriors were going to do it. They were going to get Kevin Durant, and now they're going to win it all, and that's what's going to happen. But it could backfire. It could backfire. You could see Kevin Durant do bad. He could have a bad end of the year for this team, But we'll see what happens. I just am patient. I want to see this. I feel like it's going to be the same thing as last year. But, you have to be patient and just watch it. I gotta see this. Alright, let's get into some baseball. Baseball here. Let's see. Yankees won 4-2 last night. It was Betances who got the save. His third of the year. Pineda pitched yesterday. But didn't do... I mean, he's not doing great. But throwing a perfect game into like the 7th inning is good. But he didn't do that last night. But, Vargas pitched yesterday for the Royals as well. Who also... He didn't do that bad. So, I mean, I think the Yankees have potential. They do. A lot of potential. But do I think the Yankees are going to win the World Series? No, I don't think the Yankees are going to win the World Series. A lot of people do. But I don't see it. I don't see it, guys. I don't see it. What's up? What's up, Trevor? I don't see... I do realize you're here, Trevor. What's up? So it'll be the Yankees and pretty much the Royals tonight. Again, you got Duffy on the mound, and then you got Montgomery on the mound, who's had a pretty good year. Which I'm not gonna argue with that. This guy's coming from the minor leagues. He's had a pretty good year. He hasn't been doing that good. I mean, he hasn't been doing that bad. For a pitcher that just came up from the minors, he's striking out everybody. And it's been pretty much... he's got a 4 ERA, but it's just not bad. It's not bad for him at all. So, the Yankees played yesterday. It was Michael Pineda, but he didn't pitch terrible. But, you expect a little bit from this guy. He's got to start doing well. He struck out a lot of guys last night. And Gardner, yet again, Gardner hits a home run. I mean, it's just the offense. The offense is beginning to roll for the Yankees, and it's been able to go their way, Everything's going the Yankees' way. Gregorius last night, he hit a home run. It was a 2-run shot, It was just going their way last night. And the Yankees had their offense. They had their way last night. And Castro making a lot of good plays, but he's been, I mean, since they signed him, he was good last year. Great last year. Starlin Castro, but hasn't been greatest this year. But Betances just came in and just ended it all, and it was the game last night. Yankees won 4-2 in Yankee Stadium against the Royals, and they go to 26-16, and the Royals go to 18-26. So expect more. I'd expect more from the Yankees now, since they put up pretty good offense for the last couple of days. It's been like that, but you know, and it was a high scoring game in Philadelphia yesterday, but not for the Phillies. We're gonna get into that right now. It was the Rockies and the Philadelphia Phillies yesterday. You're gonna be surprised with the final of this one. I'm sure a lot of you already know. It was 8-1, Colorado, and they went in there and had a lot of good offense yesterday. Hoffman got the win yesterday for Colorado, but he's got a 3.29 ERA, so he's probably looking to lower that a little bit. Eichhoff gets the 5th loss of the season, and he's got a 4.70 ERA, so probably not doing the best. Let's take a look at this right now, and Hoffman, I think he's young. I don't know. Was he a prospect? I don't know. I think he was. But Charlie Blackmon with some offense yesterday. Drove in 2 runs, He was pretty good yesterday. Blackmon got a double. Drove in 2 more runs. And Hoffman pitched pretty good. I mean, it was... And I think a foul ball yesterday hit one of the... Oh, my... Yeah. A fan made an amazing catch yesterday, if you were watching it, in foul territory. Hoffman was stuck in the 7th in a bad situation, but it was a runner on second, and he got out of it. Surprisingly, he had a pretty good performance. Got out of that 7th inning with a man on second. So, Rockies with some very powerful offense, including Nolan Arenado blasting a shot out there. 2-run shot for Nolan Arenado. He had a 2-run home run yesterday, and your final was 8-1 Colorado yesterday. It was Colorado goes to 29-17, and the Phillies go to 15-27. So, not a bad game yesterday for Colorado, but certainly a bad pitching performance by the entire Phillies pitching staff yesterday. So the Phillies will play the Rockies again tonight. It'll be Marquez facing Eflin on the mound, 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. So, a game for the Mets tonight, which we're going to try and win this time. We're facing the worst offensive team in the league, in the National League. I want to say the National League. It'll be the Mets and the Padres tonight. 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Pacific. Chasin will be pitching for San Diego, and the Mets will have Harvey on the mound, who just hasn't gone well. It just hasn't been pitching well. We'll just say that. I mean, he's got problems with the team. He's not showing up to practice, and then you got Syndergaard getting hurt, and the whole rotation has been bad, pretty much for the Mets. And now you look at Seth Lugo and Steven Matz, who look to come back soon, but it might not happen. They're pitching tonight in the Double-A. But we'll see if they do well. I can't guarantee that they are, because it's probably not going to be the best game for them when they come back. Matz was just hurt. I think he was punking out, though. I think he just didn't want to play. And Lugo actually did get hurt. He pitched in the World Baseball Classic a way back. I think that was in March. He pitched in the World Baseball Classic, and he just pitched every day, and that was the whole problem. He pitched for Team Puerto Rico, and he was pitching every single day. The whole team had him pitching every single day, and no wonder. He hurt his arm, and he's been out for this entire season so far. So he's making his first start, I'd imagine, pretty soon, because they said if Lugo does well tonight and Mats does well as well, they will bring them up to the majors and they'll pitch in the next start. But because it's just terrible. I mean, the last time we were out there, it was Mets and Angels, and that guy Tommy Malone was pitching. 12 runs scored by the Angels, including a couple home runs. I think it was home runs by Trout, and I think the other guy too. Was his name Jeffrey or something? I don't know. Or Rosales. I don't know. One of them hit a bomb, and Trout hit a bomb. Of course, he's always gonna hit a bomb. Trout is always the guy to hit home runs, but that was on Sunday, and that game was probably one of the worst performances we've had. Besides that Nationals game when we lost 23-5, that was probably the worst of the season. But that game was probably not, because it was only 12 runs. 23, now we're talking. That's a little too much. And 7:10 will be tonight, and 7:10. That's when the game starts tonight. So let's go over the San Francisco Giants. They played the Cubs yesterday, and they got a pretty good win. Black pitched for them yesterday. He got the win. He's 2-2 on the season. Blackie pitched for the Cubs yesterday and didn't do so well. Got the loss out there. And Melanson came in to save the game. He got his 9th of the year. So just take a look at that right now. Yeah. So I think it was Joe Panic. Was Joe Panic? Yeah. Joe Panic hit a home run yesterday. And it was another home run given up by Lackey. Not doing so well, Lackey. Lackey's former Angel. He let up a lot of hits yesterday. Another double by Arroyo. I think that guy, Christian Arroyo. Yeah. Brendan Belt. He hit a bomb. And it was just a bad performance by Lackey yesterday. And the bullpen came in for the Cubs and then let up another home run. It was just bad, It was a bad game for them. Derek Law came in, let up a home run to Ben Zobrist, but that pretty much made a dent in the score. But that was pretty much it for them. And then Melanson came in, closed out the game, and it was pretty much over. That was your final. The Giants won 6-4 yesterday. They beat the Cubs. And the Giants go to 20-26, and the Cubs go to 22-21. That's pretty much it for them. I mean, if they want to go to the World Series again like they were last year, they gotta start picking it up a little bit. I mean, they can't be losing to the worst team in the National League. Yes, the Giants are the worst team in the National League. You can't be losing to that team. If you want to make it to the World Series, you gotta stop losing to these teams. Your pitchers have to start coming out there and throwing good. And the Giants will play the Cubs again tonight at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time, but I think there it's going to be 6:05 p.m. because I think it's like an hour difference in Chicago. Chicago, yeah. I think Chicago is like maybe 2 hours or difference or something like that. I don't know, but I think it's 6:05 there. So, but anyway, Pacific time, it'll be 4:05 p.m. Pacific. So, and Washington against Washington tonight. We got the Seattle Mariners taking on the Washington Nationals. And Seattle, Washington is not Washington, D.C. But, Washington is its own state over there. But it's going to be Seattle taking on Washington, D.C. pretty much. Washington, D.C. is not on the west. It's on the east. So it'll be in Washington, D.C., nation's capital. And it'll be at 7:05 p.m., it'll be Bergman facing Ross on the mound, and they both, Ross did not have a good start last time out, and also Bergman He's got a 2.35 ERA, so he's not doing that bad. The Dodgers will be playing the Cardinals tonight. The reason I'm talking about the Dodgers is because Kershaw is on the mound tonight. He'll be facing Lind, and that'll be at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. And that'll be at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time, and that'll be probably 7 p.m. Pacific Time. So those games will be taking place tonight. And it's been a very good offense for the Dodgers. I mean, but they did lose one of their guys that they're probably going to really regret losing because he was the leader in the league in batting average. His name is Justin Turner, and they blew it. They lost him. He got hurt, and now that's probably going to affect their entire season because of that. That was their best batter on their team. He had the highest batting average in the entire MLB, and now he gets hurt. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. You know, it's hard for them now. They're going to have trouble, but it's probably not going to be good for them anyway. Alright, so now, let's see. Sorry about this. Just having some glitches here on this PlayStation. There's been a lot of problems right now. And I'm sure the feed for this live stream is not doing well right now because it's probably cutting in and out, probably not doing the best right now. I wouldn't expect it. Alright, so anyway. Also, what happened yesterday was the Tampa Bay Rays took on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim yesterday, and that was in Tampa. It was Diaz who got the loss, but he pretty much came in relief, so he got the loss for it, I guess. And Erasmo Ramirez got the win. And Derek, and I don't know who's Norris. I think Norris, well, I know there's a Derek Norris, but he's not the player that I'm looking for here. But anyway, bottom of the first, it was 1-0 Angels at that time. And Corey Dickerson came up to the plate and crushed a home run. So a home run for him, tied the game 1-1 at that point. And then Anderson came in and he hit a home run as well. I mean, Logan Morrison came in and crushed a home run. And then it was Cameron Maybin for the Angels hitting a home run in the fifth, I think. No, it was just a bad play. It was a terrible play. It wasn't a home run. They called it a triple? Did they call it a triple? I don't know what happened there, but it was a bad play by the Rays outfielder. He just was looking in the sky like it was going to go out of the ballpark, and then he looked up and the ball just... I think the ball got stuck in the top of the roof of Tropicana Field, but it was pretty much an everyday game for the Rays. They pretty much got the loss out there by 1 run. You know, it wasn't that bad, but 7 hits for them anyway. They move on to 23-24 is their record, and the Angels are 24-23. All right, that's probably going to be it for going over games. Let's see what's going on with the standings right now. You got Washington leading the National League East right now by 6.5 games. Braves are right underneath them. The Yankees lead their division by 1.5 games. Baltimore right in second place underneath them. And in the American League Central, you got the Minnesota Twins lead their division by 1 game, and they're 23-18. And Milwaukee Brewers in the National League Central leading their division by 1.5 games. That's a tough division. You got the Cubs. You got pretty much every team. The Cardinals, the Pirates, the Reds. Everybody's good in that division. So I could see the pattern here. It's probably going to turn into a bunch of teams claiming first place. It's not going to be the Milwaukee Brewers the whole time. Because I can guarantee that the Cincinnati Reds, the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Cardinals, even the Cubs, are going to start picking it up soon in that division. So, in the West, the American League West, The Astros, with the best record in the league right now, lead their division by 6 games. They're 30-15 and way over 500. The Texas Rangers are right underneath them. And in the NL Central, the NL West, you got the Colorado Rockies, who are 29-17 on top of their division by 2 games. The Arizona Diamondbacks are right underneath them. They're 2 games out, so not a bad performance by those teams. It's going to go to the leaderboards real quick. Still got Justin Turner in the leader for batting average in the entire league. So he's still got it, but he's out right now. He's hurt. So he's not going to play. Aaron Judge still in the lead there for home runs. Mark Reynolds still in the lead for RBIs. Bryce Harper, he's in the lead for runs right now with 42. Stolen bases, you got Billy Hamilton leading that category, 23. Wins, you got Clayton Kershaw. He's got it so far. Pretty good. And you still got Dallas Keuchel leading in the ERA with a 1.84 ERA. Chris Sale with the whip. He's got the first whip in the league, and he's 0.79 for whip. And strikeouts, 95 strikeouts for Chris Sale. So still leads it there. Greg Holland, most saves in the league, now leads that. So that's pretty much all of that. That's pretty much everything here. And pretty much everything I'm going to talk about. So probably going to see you guys in the next stream. Probably going to leave this right now. But I'll see you guys in the next stream because I'll be streaming probably tomorrow too, if I can. Probably be streaming tomorrow. Because there's some big games going on, so there'll be the Stanley Cup playoffs going on. There'll be a game tonight, and there'll be a game for the NBA, so I'll go over those tomorrow, and I'll also go over some baseball tomorrow as well. So I'm just gonna leave. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm gonna just say that I might. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching the stream. Peace out. I'll see you in the next stream. Bye bye.